Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 2-1 win against USG in Game 8 of the Europa League tonight, which means we finish top 8 of the group. That is simply incredible for us to finish top 8, considering the teams we had to play, considering the squads we've had in the last few games especially. But to finish top 8 and go into the last 16 is nothing short of remarkable, considering that we played 4 of the other top 8 teams as well. That is just something mental. So I'm delighted with that. We cannot take it away from the team whatsoever. What an achievement, a great thing to do. Rangers Thursdays, you can never write them off. The game itself though was maybe a different story, good in parts, bad in other parts. We held on in the end. It was really close in the end. It was, well, we were contriving to throw the game away when everything was just going for us in other results, but we got it over the line, and thankfully we did as well. We lined up with Butland, King, Tavernier, Proper, Jeffrey, Raskin, Diamande, Barami, Cherny, Igman and Dessers. On the subs bench we had Kelly, Munn, Suter, Lawrence, McCausland, Rice, Lovelace, Curtis, Incio and Hutton. So the big surprise there is Leon King playing, and he looked as if he was playing in right back, Tavernier slotting in the centre back. That's how threadbare we were. Obviously with Balogun being out, with no any other centre back, that's the only thing we could have done, and it only taken less than a minute for King to get injured, because within about 30 seconds he went up for a challenge and it was a bad head knock with one of the opposition players. The game was stopped and they both managed to play on. However, on the 12th minute, King makes a really good tackle to block the cross coming in. He even puts it out for a goal kick, and he goes down signalling that he was having vision problems due to that head knock. So in the 14th minute he came off and McCausland on. We really don't need to seek our bad luck just now with injuries. There's the player coming in from out of the blue. It was a head knock, it was an impact injury during a game. It can happen, but that's the type of luck we're carrying just now. On the 16th minute there was a corner from the right from USG. They got a shot off, but it was an easy take from Butland. They were allowed space, however. On the 17th minute we clear the ball. We then lose the ball in midfield. A quick break by USG. They get the ball on the edge of the box and shoots. It was blocked by their own player. Falls to us. We then give the ball back to them in our box, and we eventually managed to get it cleared. Really poor defending that, just giving the ball away needlessly there. On the 19th minute the free kick was floated in from the right by Tavernier into the middle. Dessers gets a good head to it, but he puts it wide. It really should have been on target, but we didn't need to wait long, because on the 20th minute Raskin makes it 1-0. It was a short corner by Tavernier to Cherny. Cherny had a heavy touch back to Tavernier, who plays a stunning ball into the back post, and Raskin tracks the ball all the way, and an equally stunning header into the left side of goal. A great goal, a wonderful cross from Tavernier, and just as good a header by Raskin. 29th minute USG had the ball in the back of the net, but was ruled out for offside. It was a long free kick into a far corner at the edge of the box, a header into the centre by the USG player. The other USG player was falling down in the centre. It just hits off him, falls to their attacker, who shoots it in from about 6 yards through Butland's legs. Butland has to be doing better there as well, but the player who scored was marginally offside as the ball hit his teammate. Really lucky that there, living dangerously. Who knew that you can still be offside from the ball just hitting off an opposition player? But you learn something every day. The game played on from there, not a lot happening. 41st minute USG break on the left side. They get the ball into the box and they shoot wide. It was offside in any case. 43rd minute Dessers holds the ball up well on the left side of the box. Lovely skill to beat a couple of players, and he has a shot deflected wide. Very unlucky that there. And on the 44th minute we thought Dessers had made it 2-0. He had the ball in the back of the net, but it was flagged for offside. The corner was played in, knocked away by the head, floated back into the back post, and a lovely volley first time into the net by Dessers. It went to VAR and the decision stands. It looked certainly tight, but then later on in the second half we seen the visuals and it was quite a distance. It was offside, so unlucky that there. He did have his back to goal initially, so it was a lovely turn and shot, but just one of these things. 46th minute USG with the corner on the left, a header at the back post high and wide. And to round out the first half, on the 48th minute USG down the left, cut into the box at the near post. The player puts it wide from close range. Butland may have done enough to put him off there. So we had done enough in the first half. It certainly wasn't pretty. We had makeshift defence, but we were getting away with it there, so I'll settle for that every day. We can be 1-0 up and not playing to our best, then you'll take that, won't you? Into the second half, 47th minute, USG puts a cross in from the right, across the goal, a player in the middle sticks out his leg and puts it over the bar after good pressure from Tavernier. 49th minute, a glorious chance from USG after a long ball played through the middle. Butland had made his way to the edge of the box for some reason, made a half-hearted attempt to get the ball, the attacker rounded him, hits a shot and somehow Tavernier managed to clear it off the line. It comes back out to the USG player who tried to take it on again. Butland managed to scramble back, the attacker tried to chip him from fairly close range and he puts it over the bar. I said it at the time on Twitter, Butland is now a liability. He's making a mistake every single game. We got away with that chance there, but his head's gone, and I think it needs a change at the back now because we can't rely on him. He's making too many mistakes, and the things that he's saving should be routine for most keepers. 52nd minute, Dessers was given a yellow card for having his shirt pulled, then using his strength to push the guy off the ball. The referee blew for a foul. He signalled for the referee to book the player, and I think that's why he's got his yellow card, because I think that UEFA were cracking down on that this season. And then, slightly against the run of play, on the 55th minute, Czerny makes it 2-0. It was a nice pass to Dessers on the left wing, just past the halfway line. A lovely charge and run down the left-hand side to the box. He cuts inside, takes on a player, gets to the touchline. A lovely cut back to Czerny on the far side, who shoots it into the net. It was a lovely pass to Dessers in the first place, but the charge and run and the ability to take it on, Dessers in the last 4 or 5 games has shown how good he can actually be at times. Maybe that's the transfer window being open, I don't know. 58th minute, Raskin had a chance which was quite close to the goal he managed to get, but he managed to keep it in play, came back across, nearly got a shot off, but it was blocked, I think. 59th minute, Czerny with an absolute thunder bastard off the post, unlucky that one there. 62nd minute, Czerny off and Suter on. 65th minute, a nice ball from Raskin to Igmanu on the left, who cuts inside, has a shot, went just by the post. The play was raging on, either team never really done much. USG were probably having a better the possession at that point. 80th minute, Igman and Barami off, Lovelace and CO on, and then we were about to throw it all away on the 83rd minute because USG pull a goal back. It was a free kick from the right, floated into the middle, the attacker gets in front of the defenders and a great diving header that loops over Butland. Absolutely shambolic marking, but equally as shambolic a goalkeeping there. Butland too far off his line at that, not paying attention, should never have been beat but like that. Granted, it was a great header, but it was out of absolutely nothing that should have been bread and butter for Butland. Again, can't excuse the defending though. There was a long VAR check because it was maybe marginally offside, however VAR said the goal stand. And then from there, our arses seemed to collapse. I don't know if it fed through to the players that every other result was going in our way. Certainly maybe about 10 minutes beforehand the results didn't look as if they were going to go our way, but all the stars were falling into place and we were contriving to throw it away because USG had a bunch of chances after that. In the 90th minute, the free kick from the left, headed towards the middle, falls to their player who puts it over the bar. He should have had it in the back of the net, to be honest. 93rd minute, lots of pressure from USG, lining up to hit a shot. They eventually got a shot from distance, but it went high and wide. And in the 94th minute, Dessers was through on goal, gets a shot off, but the keeper saves, and that's how the game ended out. So absolutely unbelievable to get into that top 8. We held on in the end, but sometimes that's what you need to do, just last ditch defending. Sometimes you're not going to play as well as you are. Again, you look at the amount of injuries we've got, that's pretty much 7-8 players, first team players we've got out just now, and then their backups as well. So we're really threadbare now, but at least in the next round we can bring a couple of other players in, sub a couple of players out, hopefully injuries back by then. But that is absolutely nothing short of incredible to make the last 16. So I think that isn't played until March now, so we've got a wee bit of a break, and I can't remember, it might have already been almost mapped out, I think, as well, who we might get in that. So we'll just need to wait and see who comes through in the last 32. But that lines us up until the next game, which is on Sunday. That's a 3 o'clock kickoff at home against Ross County. So I would say it's a good opportunity to hopefully play a few youngsters, but we might not have many options but to play youngsters in this game. But Suter came in this game, so hopefully he'll get a start as well. That might solve some of our centre-back issues. Dave and I had a podcast out that just came out this morning, so that goes over the 3 games before that and a bunch of other stuff. So all that's left to say is enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for listening and goodbye.